Joseph forgives his brothers. They sold him, not to a stranger, not to an enemy. His own brothers looked him in the eyes and sold him for 20 pieces of silver. He was 17 years old. Joseph didn't go quietly. He begged. He pleaded. He called out to them as they walked away, and not one of them looked back. They took his coat, that beautiful coat his father had given him, dipped it in goat's blood, and handed it to their father Jacob. We found this. Do you recognize it? And Jacob wept for 20 years. But while his father wept in Canaan, Joseph was in Egypt, alone in chains, with nothing left but his name and whatever God had placed inside him. He was thrown into Potiphar's house as a slave, then falsely accused, then thrown into prison for something he never did. Every time a door opened for Joseph, someone slammed it shut again. But here is the thing about Joseph that his brothers never understood. You cannot bury a man that God has already chosen to rise. In that dark prison cell, Joseph kept interpreting dreams. The cupbearer, the baker, men who forgot about him the moment they were free. 2 full years passed. Then one night, Pharaoh had a dream that shook him so deeply he could not sleep. 7 fat cows devoured by 7 thin ones, 7 full heads of grain swallowed by 7 empty ones. Nobody in all of Egypt could explain it. Then someone remembered the young Hebrew in the prison. Joseph was pulled from his cell, cleaned up, and brought before the most powerful man on earth. And Joseph told Pharaoh exactly what it meant. 7 years of abundance, 7 years of famine, and exactly what Egypt needed to do to survive. Pharaoh looked at this man, this prisoner, this slave, this forgotten boy, and said, "There is no one as wise as you." In one single day, Joseph went from prison to the second most powerful throne in the world. And then the famine came, just as Joseph said it would, and it spread across every land, including Canaan, including his father's house. His brothers arrived in Egypt desperate, hungry, and completely unaware of who was sitting on that throne. They bowed before him, faces to the ground, just like the dream Joseph had told them about all those years ago. Joseph recognized them immediately. They had no idea who he was. He could have destroyed them right there. Instead, he turned away so they wouldn't see and cry. He tested them, not out of cruelty, but because he needed to know, had they changed? Were they still the same men who walked away while he screamed? And when he finally saw that they had, when he saw his brother Judah offer himself as a slave, Joseph could not hold it any longer. He cleared the room of every Egyptian official, and in the silence that followed, he wept so loudly that the people outside heard it. Then he looked at his brothers, trembling, terrified, certain they were about to die, and he said something that nobody expected. "Come close to me. I am Joseph, your brother, the one you sold into Egypt. Do not be afraid. Do not be angry with yourselves for what you did, because it was not you who sent me here. It was God. Not I forgive you. But I will never forget. Just come close." He embraced his brother Benjamin and wept. And after everything, after the pit, the chains, the prison, and the silence, they talked. That is what true forgiveness looks like. Joseph's brothers meant it for evil. God meant it for good. And the boy they'd buried in a pit became the man who saved the world.